Hello and welcome to North Carolina for this matchup between New York Red Bulls 2 and Carolina Corp, a rematch of the opening round of the Eastern Conference. Last year, New York got the win versus Carolina and went on to win MLS Next Pro Cup. Carolina Corp looking for some revenge at home under new leadership in Coach Jake Davis. Hello. My name is James Hadnot. Thank you so much for joining me. Very much appreciate you joining us on OneFootball.com as well as on MLSNextPro.com. And for Red Bulls, they have lost their last two matches. It's something that Dominic Voller said is not like them, and they want to get back to their unbeaten ways after starting the season unbeaten in 9. They do not want the last two matches to be anything that they continue to see as a side. And for Carolina Corp, after dropping their last match 1-0, the leadership at the top decided to make a change, and Dominic Ricketts along with Eddie Pope no longer a part of this organization as they parted ways, and now it makes way for Jake Davis. Here's the first 11 for the interim head coach. He sends out a 4-4-2. They make 5 changes from that loss versus Chattanooga, and the 11, as you see, Arnaud Tadevin going to be key as he's one of those changes coming into the starting 11, and Tadevin, one of the players that has the most goals on this team. He has 3 goals coming into today. Antonio Pineda along with Anthony Sumo Jr. will be up front for him. And for Coach Davis, and talking to him this week, he mentioned that what he wants to see from this side is excitement. Firmly believes that they can play in transition, they can play quickly, and they can play on the counter. That is where they are best. And as he starts his tenure, that's what he wants to see from this side. It's going to be an exciting game because Dominic Voller and New York have the same type of mindset, same type of ideology and makeup, and they make 2 changes from that loss at the hands of CT United, a match in which Coach Voller said it was probably the worst game that his side had played this season. Some changes in the back line. Joshua Munson will come, and he's one of the 2 changes, as well as Amar Modelo. He'll start at right back for New York as Dennis Yangor unavailable for selection today for the second team. And for New York, Coach Voller wants his team to be more calm and more patient on the ball. Really believes that as time kind of went on, not only in the last match versus CT United, but also in the match prior versus NYCFC2, that they started to get impatient. They didn't really believe in what they had been doing in the matches coming into those last 2, and so really wants his team to settle back in, wants them to take their time and find their opportunities, because this team has a lot of talent. It's much different than the side that won MLS Next Pro Cup last year. The likes of Tanner Rossborough, Andy Rojas, Audrey Mehmeti, all at the first team level right now, as well as Julian Hall. And so what can this group do? They started off very well, as mentioned, unbeaten in their first 9, but have hit a bit of a roadblock, and Carolina Corp is hoping that they can continue to stall out New York as they look for a rebirth under a new head coach. So it's a warm day in High Point, North Carolina, and we are almost ready for a kickoff between Red Bulls and Carolina Corp, and we are underway at Truist Point. James Hadnot here with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Early throw-in coming for Carolina Corp. Zegers back to Evers and Orbach, and now the goalkeeper Holiday. Spent some time with the Crown Legacy franchise. And now another long ball, big diagonal. Anthony Sumo Jr. in possession. Sumo Jr. trying to use his frame, but he is closed down inside the area, and immediately a big diagonal, and Anthony Sumo Jr. found himself in some space, but it was good defending in the end. So now Zegers once again will go back. Evers, another switch of the point of attack. And now Carolina Corp has some tempo to their attack inside of these first 2 minutes. Coach Davis wants this to be an exciting team. Firmly believes that they have the players to do it. Just needed to shake things up. Nice ball over the top. This could be dangerous. Driven in and then clear behind.
Fans, get on your feet. We have
Joshua Munson with the clearance for the corner, but this Carolina Corps side showing some early ideas as Thomas Rombault found himself behind. Tadman was the intended target, and Rombault even could have pulled it back. Another teammate coming in, so a set piece opportunity inside of 3 minutes for Carolina Corps as they look to take a lead on the reigning champs. But the delivery over the top, bouncing out. And Aiden Stokes will scoop up a new ball. So Stokes, the dual English and U.S. Youth International, has capped with the U17s and for England's U17s. An early giveaway. Zegers. Martinez. Now Sumo Jr. trying to keep possession. One of 6 returners from last season. Sumo Jr. slipping and sliding, and that's going to be a free kick for Carolina Corps. The average age well in favor of Carolina. This is something that the Corps and Coach Davis want to use to their advantage. Their profile. Lifted into the area, headed away. And now the ball fired away to defend, and there's a foul. So he brought back for a free kick for New York. For Red Bulls, as mentioned, reigning champions in the league. Won the Eastern Conference in the regular season via more wins in regulation than Philadelphia. Earned them the #1 overall seed. They did not have to leave the state of New York in the playoffs. And went on to win the Eastern Conference in the postseason. And then take down Colorado in a thrilling match in MLS Next Pro Cup. Now Mahir Jimenez is brought down from behind. And a yellow card is shown early on to Nelson Martinez. So Martinez is not too pleased. As you can see here, after the turn is Martinez that brings down Jimenez. He had gotten around Pim Zegers. And now a set piece opportunity for Red Bull. So Connor Philo, U18 for the Red Bulls. One of the potential kick takers. It won't be Philo, it'll be Worth who sends it in. Holiday punches it away. Philo picks it back up. Now this ball dumped towards the top of the 18. Jimenez drops it off. Still no one with it just yet. New York trying to take advantage. A really scrum and scrappy state of possession inside the area. And now Carolina Corps finally with a clearance. Only as far as Philo. Munson will go back to the goalkeeper, Stokes. Carolina looks to put some pressure on New York, force them to make good decisions. Red Bulls playing out of this well, playing through that press, and now have a chance to attack for themselves. Good 1-2 play down the line. Masenka Bunji was the intended target inside the channel, but could not find possession. Carolina Core electing to play it long. Second ball won by New York. Masenka Bunji works back. Now on it with numbers in the area. Nice little turn here. Slipped in. The back heel doesn't find its intended target. Still with New York, however. Nelic trying to combine with Jimenez. And Modelo will track this down, and the Red Bulls continue with possession. Just as I say that, it's given away for a Carolina throw. For the Core, one thing they do not want to do today is concede first. That has been a problem for this team all season long, conceding first in every single match except for one. And even in the match that they did not concede first, they fell 3-2. Now this is Sumo Jr. Nice move around. Finds himself in the area. Anthony Sumo Jr.'s shot curls wide of the mark. Good individual move from Sumo Jr. Just working around Connor Philo, using his pace and ability.
This instant replay
Cut onto his left. It's the right idea trying to curl it around Stokes, but just not enough bend on that ball.
Now has Millionaire for Life. With the new Millionaire for Life, you can say yes to $1 million now and every year for a lifetime. Millionaire for Life. Winning is just the beginning.
Masenka Bunji and Nelson Martinez collide. It will be a Carolina Core throw. It was a rough start to the season for Carolina. Winless in their first 9. They were winless in their first 5 back in 2024 and just missed out on the playoffs last year. Struggled to start the year as well, but squeaked into the playoffs before falling to the Red Bulls in the first round. And so it is not unheard of for this team to figure it out later on in the season. They're on their 3rd coach in 3 years. Coach Lassiter in year 1, Coach Ricketts last year, and now it is Coach Davis who has taken over the reins, the former goalkeeper coach. The throw-ins coming in for Red Bull. And I asked Coach Davis, what does he feel might be the most difficult part of stepping into this role right now? And it's really just trying to create a new culture, get the guys to believe. Does feel like they have talent. It's just making sure that talent is on display. This ball's whipped in and headed wide, but offside is the initial flag. Excuse me, it'll be a goal kick. So Holiday will send everybody up. Twelfth minute of action. No score between New York and Carolina Core. As mentioned, a rematch of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals from last year, which was won by New York. Great defending there by Red Bull. This is where they are at their best. This effort is in the back of the net. Benjamin Rodriguez finds the back of the net, and Red Bulls are in front 1-0. This is where New York is at their best, creating turnovers and then making quick work of the mistakes of their opponent. One ball from Jimenez into Rodriguez, doesn't waste time. And Holiday left flat-footed with the perfectly placed shot of Rodriguez. And New York has taken the lead, and Carolina Core has conceded first again.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. New York Red Bulls goal scored by number 83, Benjamin Rodriguez in the 12th minute.
It was Carolina Core who were on the hunt early. Anthony Sumo Jr. almost found his way into the area right there. Now the ball is lost, dumped over the top, and Stokes snags as there were two Foxes on the prowl inside the 18. So after the goal, the match starts to open up. Long ball played over the top. Holiday just gets to it, and Zegers will clear it away for Carolina. A foul near midfield. Good pressure being put on, and that was Thomas Rombolt with the pilfer. Cadigan. And now New York unlocking this Carolina Core defense once again. Munson. Philo. Masenka Bunji. See you later. Joyu Masenka Bunji can't take the shot, as Zegers came in to defend, and Masenka Bunji has a loose touch. Joyu Masenka Bunji, the Belgian youth international, 28 caps overall in his youth national career with the U15s, U16s, 17s and 18s in Belgium. A beneficiary of the Red Bull Leipzig Academy. Now a deep throw in for Carolina Core. If they so choose, they could elect for a long throw and put the ball into the box. On the edge of the area comes the throw in. Nice little slip. There's Montenegro, and now this effort is well off. There is a foul. A free kick coming for New York. So Amar Sanchez, the Panamanian national, on a one-year loan from Plaza Amador. prepares to take this free kick. And now he'll step back and receive the free kick. Ball's booted long. First ball was to Evers. New York trying to find the second ball. They do just that. Munson slides this along. Kept in play by Nelic. You can see prior to that miscue, now a long throw coming the other way, trying to open things up. But New York has some confidence in their passing, something that Coach Vollert felt like they were lacking in the last two matches. And he said of his side, you have to want the ball, have to be prepared to receive and also distribute. And the confidence that you did not see in the last match versus CT United, you are seeing here versus Carolina Core. Nice little move. Now the ball is lost and New York might be opened up, but a poor touch. And now the ball booted long. No contact at the top of the 18. To the liking of our referee, and it will be a throw-in. Go Forth Home Services is a proud signature partner of CCFC, founded in the Carolina Core in 1959. Go Forth Home Services is our region's trusted provider for your home services needs, including pest control, heating and cooling, plumbing, and smart technologies. th minute now in the 20th minute. And New York has taken the lead. Goal scored by Benjamin Rodriguez. And New York trying to snap a stretch of back-to-back losses. Carolina Core with just one win on the season. Came versus Chicago after going winless in their first 9. They dropped their last match to Chattanooga, and that's what precipitated the change. Now New York setting up for a long throw. Ball lofted into the area. Now after contact was waved off, the ball finds Stokes. This is Modello. New York trying to switch gears quickly. Now bumped in towards Mahir Jimenez. Jimenez, who has the profile to stand up to some of these players of Carolina Core. Masenka Bunji slips it behind. Great ball. Kept in as it was swung across the face of goal. Nobody was there at the back post to tap it in, as it was Holiday was beaten. Sumo Jr. can't completely latch onto this, and there's an injury near midfield. This was a wonderful ball behind, and then as it was crossed, nobody was there. Kept in. Shot from Nate Worth. And now there are multiple players down. So one player down for Carolina Core, the other for New York. As you can see here, just a collision. It looked like Masenka Bunji who went down. And Sumo Jr. could not corral it. It is Joyeux, the Belgian Youth International, and it is Tim Zegers who is taking his time to get back to his feet. So while both players are being attended to, teams are taking a slight hydration break. Masenka trying to get back to his feet. Right now, it is Red Bulls who is in front of Carolina Core. Red Bull near the top of the Eastern Conference. They are second in the East right now to Crown Legacy, who is off to a flying start. Red Bull and Crown Legacy were the two teams that got started unbeaten through 9 matches. It is Red Bull who has been on the wrong end of 2 matches. Won the Hudson River Derby, in which they fell 3-2, and they fell 3-1 last time out to CT United in a match that Coach Vollert is very happily putting in the rearview mirror as the teams are returning back to the field of play. Both Zegers and Masenka are up and ready to rock. Free kick given for New York, already in front by a goal. So Nate Worth will be told exactly where he can take this free kick. And this could be a dangerous one. The big bodies standing at the top of the 18, like Munson and Jimenez. Worth floats this. It's peeled off. Headed in. Controlled by Jimenez. Takes the shot all in one fell swoop, but the whistle's blown, and it will be a free kick for Carolina Core. Fox is trying to play quickly, but immediately New York will take over in possession. Mello and Stokes. Now Munson. Given away. Sumo Jr. still with it. Anthony Sumo Jr. showcasing his ability as he drops it off. Now Zegers. Martinez. Return ball to Zegers. Puts it across. It's cleared away by Munson. Last off of Dennis Nelich. And a throw in for Carolina Core. This portion of the match is brought to you by Atrium Health. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist is proud to be the official healthcare provider of Carolina Core FC. Nearing 30 minutes played. Carolina Core and Red Bulls battling right now. Red Bulls in front by a goal. Rombalt with it. Underlapping ball, but his teammate just losing his footing. Jair Kaiser could not keep his steps. Sumo Jr. receives it back from Martinez at the end line, dropping it off, and it's cleared behind for a corner. Zegers stepping through, lofting the ball into the area, headed back towards the 6. Now Jimenez putting some pressure on both Evers and Orbaugh. New York will earn it back. And giving away, Holiday will look to clear his lines. Modello. Munson. Philo. He's tiptoeing down the sideline. He loses possession. Munson keeps it in play. And working backwards is Zegers. Has to be careful. Orbaugh. Nice ball through. And this could be trouble. Sumo Jr. has the pace, has numbers with him. And Stokes doesn't get to it, so it's dispatched. Antonio Pineda, the equalizer. Carolina Core on level terms with Red Bull as Antonio Pineda, his first career goal. You can tell as this ball came to Sumo Jr., it was going to be trouble. Arnaud Tadevin was upset because the service wasn't good enough to reach him, but maybe Sumo Jr. had other ideas. Stokes got a hand to it but didn't get enough, and Antonio Pineda with a wide open goal mouth feasted for the first on the day for Carolina Core. And as we've reached 30 minutes played, we are level. Carolina Core 1, Red Bulls 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Well, Coach Davis said he wanted his team to play an exciting brand of soccer, and we have seen that today on multiple occasions, not just due to the high line played by the Red Bulls, but just by way of the diagonal passing. Red Bulls have been opened up, but now they're trying to crack the code themselves. This shot blocked away. And now a throw-in coming for New York. Another throw in. This ball pops back out. Sanchez. Now Modello. And around to Munson. Nelich. Philo will let it run to his center back. And Modello scoops it around. Red Bulls working around the perimeter. Trying to find a way through. Munson. Philo. Red Bulls not in any hurry as well. slipped in. Philo controls. Worth. As the ball finds its way into the area. And there's a shove from behind. And a free kick for Carolina Core. And then a yellow card is given to Aymar Sanchez.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A yellow card has been issued by the referee to New York Red Bulls number 71, Aymar Sanchez, in the 32nd minute.
So Ziegler's taking his time. And now another opportunity potentially for Carolina Core. This was last touched by New York, and it should be a corner.
Fans, get on your feet. We have a Carolina Core FC corner kick.
This portion of the match is brought to you by Skylar Credit Union. See what your money can do at SkylarCU.com. Past the half-hour mark between Carolina Core and Red Bull. Carolina Core looking for their first lead. And the ball rolls all the way back to Holiday. Nelich gets a piece of this, and the throw-in coming for Carolina Core. Well, this Core squad has always had it in them. These are the same guys, just under new leadership, and sometimes, how often do you see it at different levels? When a new voice comes in, there's a different energy, a new vibe. This will roll out. And we've seen it from Carolina through these 34 minutes and change. Just a different ideology, a different philosophy, and how they have wanted to attack. And Coach Davis told me this week that he wants to play to the strengths of this team right now. He did a lot of analysis in his time with Calgary FC in the Canadian Premier League. And his analysis was mostly done on opponents, trying to figure out where they could be unlocked, where their weaknesses were. And so who better than to turn the franchise over to than somebody that can assess the weakness of an opponent. He can find the weaknesses of his own team and try to counteract them, create a new opportunity, a new way of playing. And there's a foul inside the box. And so it will be Carolina Core's possession. But for Coach Davis, in a minimal amount of time, he has crafted a new way of attacking, and it has worked today. It's a twofold process. Have to develop a plan, but the players have to execute. And Carolina Core up to this point, finding the game-tying goal. Now this ball over the top, Stokes will grab it. But they have created chances, and that's all you can ask for. It's then up to the players to put them away. Nelich drops in. Worth returns to Philo. Fires this over the top, and it's headed away. Won by Masenka Bunji. Good tempo right now for New York as they look to retake the lead. Sanchez, Munson. This is the captain, Nate Worth. He was on the championship team last year. He knows what it takes in these tight moments. Worth picks his head up, places this ball towards Masenka Bunji. Modelo. Sanchez. Nice little slip ball in. Combining play from New York. Jimenez with it. Worth returns to Jimenez. Now Worth takes contact. Nothing there. The ball still free, and Holiday ends up grabbing it. After a bit of a scrum at the top of the 6, it was Nelic who got a strike to it. Take a look at this again. This is just great linking play as Worth felt hands, went to ground, and there was no shove, there was no push, and so that's why play on was the decision. There's a whistle, and a free kick coming for Carolina Corp. This shot is scooped up by Stokes very calmly, but it was a shot on frame from Thomas Rombold. The 25-year-old from New Zealand led team in goal contributions coming into today with 4. And a roll out for the Carolina Corp throw. And now off this giveaway, 3-on-3, Nelic. Jimenez! New York can't make the most of the mistake from Carolina Corp. This looked for sure to be something special. Racing back was Ricardo Montenegro, made it difficult. Jimenez still had plenty of space and time to put in a better shot, and he'll believe he should do better there. Modelo will track this down and receive it back from Stokes. 40th minute. 1-1 is the scoreline. Red Bulls took the lead thanks to Benjamin Rodriguez. And then Antonio Pineda leveled the scoring. This is Philo. Behind to Nelic. Nelic was deemed offside. Red Bulls play it quickly. You have to feel like the 1-1 scoreline matches the way this first half has played out. Stokes did make the mistake. Did not get a full parry on the cross from Sumo Jr. And now, what a ball here to Jimenez. He can't completely control it, and then is clipped behind his foot. ball headed out, and the throw-in coming for New York. As we near halftime, can either side break through and break this deadlock? And now a conversation being had. It is Jair Kaiser and also Benjamin Rodriguez. Just trying to jostle for position. Every inch is of high importance, especially in these tight situations. Ball comes into Rodriguez, trying to bully his way on the ball. Masenka Bunji into Worth. Philo around to Nelic. Masenka Bunji again, still with it. Stokes. Munson. Now Modelo. Good ball through. Numbers arriving for New York. This shot behind. The cross rather. Nelic was there. Nelic puts his arm up, you see, and it was behind Nelic just by a smidge. Now Philo to Joyu Masenka Bunji. Returns to Connor Philo, the U18 Academy member. And there's a foul, which means that a free kick is upcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official on the sideline has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of stoppage time added to the first half of the match, presented by Speedy and Pearl.
Worth sends the ball in, headed high into the air by the court. New York trying to corral, and the bicycle attempt ricochets off of Sumo Jr., and it will be a corner. So the fourth official announcing a minimum of 4 minutes of added time, and New York will have a corner here. He's on the second phase of this free kick. The ball headed into a nice little pocket. It's Nelic, who was there along with Zegers. And it'll be Worth again to deliver. Lifted ball into the area. Controlled by Philo now. Returns to Worth. Pumps it in again. Header on frame. Now off this giveaway, Stokes has to retreat to his line. Carolina court looking to take advantage. And it was Evan, who was there inside the 6, but headed it wide of the mark. Now Philo a chance to play a bit. Nelich, central to Worth. Now wide to Rodriguez. Sanchez, Munson. Now Masenka Bungie. Has Nelich with him. Return ball to Joyu. Masenka Bungie drives it into the area. It's cleared high into the air by Evers. And a foul by Nelich. The Carolina Core might be content to let this run and get to the break level with the reigning champions. Sumo Jr. finds himself on the ball. One more time remaining. And just as I say that, there is the halftime whistle. So after one 45-minute session, nothing between Carolina Core and Red Bulls. At the break, it is Red Bull 1 and Carolina Core 1. Coming up in our halftime, we go back to the Northeast for another player pathway success story, plus highlights and stats after this brief timeout.
They say the world's game is played everywhere. This is how we play it here. Every weekend across North America. From Vancouver's mountain rain to the shores of Florida. From the City of Angels to the Heartland. The world's brightest stars light up our fields.
Let's go.
And our fans bring the world to life. In every language, in every city. One game, one roar. Sold out nights under lights. New soccer citadels rising from coast to coast. Every chant, every goal, another brick in a growing relief. Now, the world's biggest stage comes to our home. And when they arrive, they'll find the game's heartbeat has been here all along.
We would also like to thank the special groups for joining us for today's match.
Carolina, New England homegrown Peyton Miller is another success story in MLS Next Pro. Let's revisit his story in this feature.
As Peyton began to excel as a player, he began receiving attention from multiple clubs.
I started at FSAFC, and then I wanted to excel my game a little bit more, so then I went to Oakwood. And then from there, we played teams like New England Revolution, Philadelphia Union, and then the Revs reached out, and it was my childhood dream to play for the Revs, so it was kind of an easy decision for me to make to come here.
When I arrived at the Revs as a new employee, the staff was telling me about a young man named Peyton Miller. And so right away I went and did as much research as I could, and when I watched him play one time, it was like, wow, this kid is special. Just the way he moved, the way he was working with the ball, the way he looked around naturally. I knew, as well as others knew, this kid had something inherently in him that we wanted to be around.
Dreams don't come without sacrifice. At just 13, Peyton had to leave his family and friends behind to pursue soccer full-time.
It was hard not being able to be with my parents and not being able to see friends, but it was the sacrifices that I had to make to live this dream. And before that, a year earlier, my parents had to drive 2 hours every single day from Connecticut to Foxborough just so that I can make training, and I'm very grateful for that.
Moving into the Academy's residency program gave Peyton access to top-level training and gave him a platform to continue growing.
And our world structure is everything, because players they're learning so much. There's academics, there's social development, there's physical development, there's goals, there's outside pressures already, there's social media. So what we need to do is we need to provide structure to allow these players to chase their dreams, but chase their dreams with guidelines and helpful. And then when they need a little something extra, we're there for them to help them navigate whatever's in front of them.
By 15, Peyton's hard work paid off. He signed a homegrown contract with the Revolution, and he made his professional debut with Revolution 2 in 2023.
It was against Atlanta. I had a couple good chances, good balls for an assist or a goal maybe. That should have happened, but I was very nervous in the beginning, but as soon as the whistle blew, it kind of just all went away, and all I could feel was just like the adrenaline rush.
Playing against older and stronger players forced Peyton to adapt quickly.
I didn't want the guys like babying me because I was young. I wanted them to tell me how it really was, and they really understood that, and like they weren't afraid to yell at me if I did something wrong, and that's what helped me get to the next level.
His performances that season with Revs 2 opened the door to an opportunity with the first team.
At the end of our season with the second team, they gave me the chance to come train with the first team, and then a little bit previous of that, that's when I signed my homegrown contract. So that was a very big step. You know, the speed of play was crazy when I got to the first team, but I got used to it for a little bit, and then that's when the off season hit, and then that's when I really started to like train, and I came back for the preseason, and I was ready for it.
Soon after came the moment he'd been dreaming of since childhood, his MLS debut at just 16 years old, making him the second youngest player in club history to make his debut.
Another interesting debut here. Obviously all the talk about Kevin Sullivan, but Peyton Miller will make his MLS debut, the 16-year-old from Unionville, Connecticut.
My parents made the trip to Philly so they could see me play, and I kind of knew before the game that like this might be the game that I come in, because they told me that week that I'll probably get in that game. But I was nervous stepping to the line, but Caleb just said to me, like, have fun. This is what you love to do. Just go out there and be a kid. And that's what I did. As soon as I stepped on the field, everything just went away, and it was just me on the ball.
For Peyton and his family, it was a moment of pride.
They were all excited. You know, I got a lot of texts from everyone, Instagram stories, all that type of stuff. Everyone just saying that they're proud of me. It was kind of just like a full circle moment, being able to represent the badge and represent my family, my friends, and knowing that all the hard work that I put in, the sacrifices that my parents made, paid off.
4 days later, Peyton would make his full MLS debut against FC Dallas.
Okay, here's Miller. Cool. Bobby Wood! Courtesy of the 16-year-old Miller. The Revs to the lead.
Peyton hasn't just made waves at the club level. He's also become a mainstay in the U.S. Youth National Team setup, earning call-ups from the U15s through the U23s. He featured in all 4 matches at the 2023 FIFA Under-17 World Cup, and later represented the United States at the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup as one of the youngest players on the roster.
As a staff, when Peyton debuted with the 17s and went on, we all have these Slack channels, and his pictures coming up from different players snapping the TV going, there's our friend, there's our teammate, there's our guy, and then other coaches. It was really endearing just to be together. It was because we were actually on the road for a game as an academy staff, and that was amazing. And then to see the whole transformation of where he goes and what he's done, we couldn't be more proud.
Peyton hopes his story can be a blueprint for success for the next generation of Revolution players.
It means a lot to me, like to have younger kids look up to me, and some kids will come up to me and ask me like, what'd you do to get where you're at? And I kind of just tell them like it takes sacrifice and effort, and you just have to be willing to put in the work. But there's a lot of kids that come up to me, and I always tell them like, don't be afraid to come up and talk to me. Like, I was once where you're at, like don't be afraid.
MLS recently agreed to a deal that will see global investment firm KKR make a strategic investment and partner with MLS Next Pro. KKR will inject capital into MLS Next Pro with an eye on growing the league and its footprint around the continent. In conjunction with MLS, the partnership will oversee commercial strategy as it looks to move the 27 MLS-affiliated Next Pro teams into new markets, with an eye on building brands within those communities and seeking stadium development deals. We will hear more about this in the coming seasons. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in High Point, North Carolina. This has been a fun matchup between Red Bulls and Carolina Core. The Foxes, after going down, they equalized thanks to Antonio Pineda. Now it's time to look at some scores. Fun scores from throughout the weekend. As we see the upcoming scores, or the upcoming matches rather, Timbers will take on Tacoma. That'll be on tomorrow in a Cascadia duel. Orlando City will also play Chattanooga on tomorrow. And then some of the best teams in the East, Crown Legacy, the team at the top of the Eastern Conference, they'll take on Philadelphia Whitecaps. And Timbers will do battle on Friday, June 5th.
Help him toss the ball to see if he can do the jump there to head the button. Are you ready? 3, 2,
Now it's time for
1.
us to move right along here on halftime.
We were close, Joe. We were close. All right, let's get another one, okay? It's a little wind, right? There's some wind.
As we will
she's subbing
take a
out.
quick break and be back for the second half
Let's hear it for
between Carolina Core and Red Bull.
Oh, all right. He's got the header. He is ready. Crush. What do you think? We're good?
Yeah, boys hear cinnamon, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best, can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next, just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud, don't worry about what next. Just know we got now, roll
fun season of MLS Next Pro.
Now it's time for our halftime highlights. A very fun first half between Carolina Core and Red Bulls. James Hadnot here with you. Anthony Sumo Jr. cutting onto his left, and he was just wide of the mark. After a mistake was made, Red Bulls made Carolina Core pay, and it was Benjamin Rodriguez who scored. And then a little bit later, Anthony Sumo Jr. into the path of Antonio Pineda, and his goal made it 1-1. And then late in the half, it was Mahir Jimenez with an opportunity to give Red Bulls the lead, but he could not. And New York and Carolina Core played to a 1-1 halftime score. And so the second half, if it's anything like the first, will be very fun. I talked with Coach Jake Davis, who's in his first match as the head coach for Carolina Core. He was very excited for this opportunity. Firmly believes that his side has what it takes to not only compete in this league, but succeed in this league. And so for them, it really boils down to taking full advantage of their strengths. And they did that in the first half, finding the likes of Anthony Sumo Jr. Arnaud Tadevin didn't really receive a lot of service in the first half, but he's a dynamic player, and we saw Antonio Pineda, who scored the goal for Carolina Core, pop up into the action. So those are the guys that Carolina Core is going to be looking to find in attacking spaces. And for Red Bull, they will be looking to expound on the goal they scored in the first half and really play and force Carolina Core to have to make tougher decisions on the ball. That's one thing that Coach Vollard wanted for his side. He did not want for them to allow their opponents to have time and space to make decisions. That's not the Red Bull way. They want to be very tight to their opponent and force them to make bad decisions, as well as to close them down quickly when they are available. Almost ready to start the second half. There's the whistle, and we begin half number 2 between Red Bulls and Carolina Core. James Hadnot here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Immediately, Red Bulls on the attack in the white. Ball played down the left side now. Now after it's taken away, Carolina Core will look to run as they've done all day. On the underlap. It's just well done defensively. Aymar Sanchez was there because Jair Kaiser was available. Quick throw in for Kaiser, but a whistle halts play. So Kaiser will have to throw it in once more. Kaiser, born May 5th, recently had a birthday this month.
Substitution for Carolina Core FC.
Now throw in once again for Kaiser. Comes from Ecuador's Liga Pro Series. He was with the Independiente Juniors. Little header forward, and it's booted away. Here Jimenez forces the mistake. Now it's 1v1. Jimenez! Can't believe he didn't convert. Did all the hard work to win possession. This should have been the easy part for a player of his caliber. And we stay at 1 apiece. What an early moment for New York to start this second half. Wanted to come out firing, and they misfired. A chance again, potentially. Rodriguez brought down from behind, and this will be a free kick from about 19 yards out. And this could be dangerous. So Rodriguez in a crowd did a lot of work here and just brought down from behind by Zegers. And just unnecessary. There's nowhere for Rodriguez to go. He is completely corralled at the top of the D. So maybe 20 yards away from the target, as Nate Worth will place it. Nick Holiday trying to set the wall. 5 in the wall for Carolina. 50th minute. Opportunity for New York. Ball's fired wide of the mark. So no test of Nick Holiday there. The foul does not hurt Carolina. Well, again, we said there'd be fireworks. Coach Vollert wanting his team to settle down, be patient, but also be aggressive. And they're on the hunt once again. This is taken away by Kaiser. And Carolina Corps decide not to attack quickly. And our referee in a bit of some pain. And so going down was our referee, Guatemoc Delgadillo. And he is now in need of some assistance. So the training staff will check on him. This has been a fast-paced match. We have gone up and down. And you see in the middle of the pitch in the center circle, the whistle blows and just straining, almost having to go to ground. And so now 2 trainers around the referee as he is being tended to. We'll give us a chance to speak about what we've already seen in this second half. Immediately, your mind turns to Mahir Jimenez, who scored multiple goals this season. The youngest striker to ever debut for Plaza Amador at 16. And he made more than 20 appearances in Panama for Plaza Amador, as he was signed last year in April. And he's one of 5 players who have come from the Panamanian club. And I asked Coach Vollert, why is that? Is it because of something that the squad does in regards to their training, in regards to their tactics? Is there a connection in the style of play? And he said, no, it's more about profile. And the type of players that come from that club, they have a good build and they have talent as well as the intangibles of speed. And so the referee, Guatemoc Delgadillo, being helped off the field, walking off under his own power. We'll see who will take his place. Time ticking here as we moved into the 53rd minute of action. 1-1 the score. And you see Carolina Core just trying to stay loose. Same for Red Bull, as they're pretty much all inside the center circle. As we just had our halftime break. And now a mini stoppage, which this time will be added on. And this actually benefits Carolina Core, who were moments away from going down. And play resumes. New York trying to take advantage. Now Sumo Jr. as he dumped this ball forward. Carolina Core trying to take advantage of their pace. Turning. Tadevin thought about shooting, was half-hearted in his effort. Didn't strike it. Montenegro. Zeevers. Now Kaiser puts the ball into the area. A touch, but no shot. Would have been difficult to do in such a tight space. Oh, now Tadevin does have the quality. One note from halftime. Mohamed Diakite has come on for Charles Orbaugh. So Diakite, who played in the 4th Division in Germany, now back on the pitch here. As a proud sponsor of Carolina Core, Duderman Law Group knows the value of teamwork, and with Duderman teams behind you, you'll have the power to win the injury compensation you deserve. Duderman Law Group, a passion for justice, the experience to win. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Mahir Jimenez had the opportunity inside of 5 minutes to give Red Bulls the lead, but he was wide of the mark. Carolina Core looking for just their 2nd win of the season. They started off very rough, and they have moved to a new head coach in Jake Davis. And Coach Davis has put out a good product here in his first match, as they've gone toe-to-toe with the reigning champs. After conceding, they showed resilience to find a game-tying goal. But here off this turnover, Jimenez back to Masenka Banji. Worth will dig it out, still with it. Rodriguez. Masenka Banji returns to Rodriguez. Good combining play here as Rodriguez works his way into the area. Now this shot takes a deflection. And with the collision, it's given as a foul on New York. And so this ball is going to squirt free at the top of the 18 as Benjamin Rodriguez does a really good job to work his way into the area. And then here, just colliding. And still down. was a very tough collision there. So we've had our referee pick up a knock, down to 3 referees in this match. And now more injury time will be taken for this injury at the top of the 18 of high importance, the health of everyone a part of this match. For New York, trying to avoid going winless in 3 straight. And Carolina Core looking for just their second win of the season as they find themselves second to last in the Eastern Conference with 8 points. The only team with less points is Inter Miami, who sit on 4. There is up and walking off under his own power, albeit gingerly. So we will see if Coach Davis goes to the bench for his second substitution of the day. So Holiday will get the game back going. Nick Holiday trained with clubs in Europe, PSV, Bayer Leverkusen, and Hertha Berlin. Hertha Berlin, the same club that Dominic Vollert came up through. Former assistant coach, analysis. Really fun to chat with him about his time as an analyst. Early days of analytics in the game of soccer. And Coach Vollert had his fingerprints all through different mechanisms and ways to help enhance the attack and defending. Took that to New York. That's why he was a first-team assistant for many years. When I asked him about taking over this second-team role, he said it was just time. Now Jimenez slides this forward. Rodriguez stays with it, drops it off. Holiday with a kick save. Big-time stuff from Nick Holiday. There's a reason he trained with clubs in Europe, because of plays like this. As he goes down, just gets something on it. Now this whole second half has been really all Red Bulls. Carolina Core trying to change that. Early ball into the area is handled. This is Kaiser. Flips the ball in. Tadevin trying to control. Munson was there to defend, but Tadevin was offside. As now Joshua Munson stretching out his legs. He puts a hand out to the sideline to say that he is good. As now this is Modelo. Rodriguez. Nowhere to go just yet. And Masenka Bunji back to Aiden Stokes. As now Munson will patrol forward. Now Philo. Cadigan Munson, and now Sanchez sitting on a yellow card right now. Worthy of noting. Excellent combining play again for New York, but just no shot just yet as they work towards the 18. Another giveaway. Here Jimenez is the target quickly, but he can't control it. Now Masenko Banji, Modelo dumping it forward. This will roll out for a goal kick. And talking with Coach Donovan Ricketts prior to his dismissal, he was very candid that this team was not making any excuses for the results. Obviously, many reasons for the struggles. New players, only 6 returning players from last year's playoff squad. Missed out on some of their preseason due to weather, and guys just getting back into the swing of things. All a part of why this team was not finding the results that they wanted. But the big thing for them and the overarching thing for Carolina Core through their first 11 matches was converting on opportunities that were created. Ricketts would say, how many times did the team have an issue, or how many times did the team have a chance to score, but they did not finish, and then that turned into a direct opportunity for their opponents.
Presented by Blue Rock Pizza and Dab. Entering the match is number 8, Corey Lundy. Leaving the match is number 17.
As this ball comes forward, it's Kaiser. Comes to a halt. Montenegro, who played prior with Inter Miami. First chance really for Carolina Core to be on the ball here in this second half. And just as I say that, it finds the hands of Aiden Scopes. Another foray forward for New York. Slip behind. Jimenez just can't keep possession. And it's been the final action in this second half that New York has just not had. They have started to work forward, started to find opportunities in the attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Substitution for New York Red Bulls. Entering the match, number 62.
Holiday booms this away.
Leaving the match, number 49, Joshua Munson. Also entering the match, number 89, Christian Gallagher. Leaving the match, number 92, Dennis News. 67 minutes.
Dean has come on, and now New York with a chance to attack in transition. This is Cadigan. Modelo. And now Masenko Banji, who's picked up a deeper position. Jimenez, who loses possession. Ball played direct. Core trying to take advantage. This is Arnaud Tadevin into the area. Pineda! Tadevin right towards Pineda, and he could not skim it around Hayden Stokes, who had picked up a good position. Another promising attack for Carolina Core. They have had their chances today. And either side still could find a winner with plenty of time remaining. Kaisa. Sanchez doing well defending. As this ball balloons into the air, Rodriguez does well to win possession. Modelo, big ball, big switch. Jimenez trying to track it down, does just that. Nelich, Worth, Cadigan. Now off this turnover. This could be trouble. And Hayden Stokes off his line. A better ball. And that could have been really dangerous for Carolina Core. Arnaud Tadevin's going to want that one back. And those are the chances from earlier in the season that Coach Ricketts was talking about. Another good defensive play. Tadevin onside. And with the outside of his boot, could not put it into the path of his teammate. So as Red Bulls own the first 15 minutes of this second half, Carolina Core starting to take advantage of the mistakes being made by New York. Haven't been able to put one past Hayden Stokes just yet. But the Red Bulls don't want to continue to play with fire. As this match continues to open up, and that benefits Carolina Core with their pace and profile. There's a foul out wide, and a free kick coming for Carolina Core. Just talked about the profile of the players for Carolina Core. Everybody is a big body. When you think of Sumo Jr., Tadevin, and then the center backs, Evers, ball is lifted in, headed on and in! Offside, however, is the eventual decision. Carolina Core looked like they were going to take the lead, but offside wipes away the goal. And we stayed level at 1 apiece. Contact made as Joshua Munson went down. And so that's why there's a foul, because Munson looked like he's looking to the sideline. Dominic Colon is going to come on for Nelson Martinez, who had a yellow card. Colon, same thing versus Philadelphia Union earlier this year. Trying to make an impact versus the reigning champs.
Number 21, Nelson Martinez. That's number 18, Dominic Colon, for number 21, Nelson Martinez, in the 73rd minute.
Through ball, finds Rodriguez. Drops this off. Rodriguez, no shot just yet. And then a clearance. And Benjamin Rodriguez has to take his opportunity when it arises. This portion of the match is brought to you by High Point University. High Point University is the premier life skills university, attracting students from all 50 states and 50 countries. Discover why families are flocking to HPU at www.hpcu.edu. Modelo slipped it in. No shot just yet. Still an opportunity for New York. And now it's Carolina Core who look to take advantage. Sumo Jr. lays it off. Tadevin blocked away by Stokes. These are golden opportunities for both squads, but neither can take full advantage. Anthony Sumo Jr. puts this on a platter. Tadevin just rifles it right into the chest of Stokes. And on the other end, just moments ago, it was Devin Cadigan who was available and just couldn't take the shot. And now an injury for New York as we near just a quarter of an hour remaining. We will have a good amount of added time to this second half. This is our third stoppage of a good amount of time. Yeah, the referee who needed some assistance. And so, as these players are tended to, still going to be time later on in this half, as neither side has been able to take advantage. There have been plenty of chances in this second half for both Red Bulls and for Carolina Core. We will now see if either side can hit the target and take a lead here late in the match. Both players are up and are walking off under their own power. Both players have been let back on. Now a throw in coming for Carolina Core. And play resumes. Late stages of this match. Carolina Core looking for their second win of the season. Red Bulls trying to avoid a third straight loss on the campaign. Rodriguez slithering forward. Now this is Modelo after the tap from Sokolov.
Substitution, New York Red Bulls. Entering the match, number 73.
Bulls to Holiday. He's had a big hand in this second half. The big stop of Mahir Jimenez on a breakaway. And then a kick save a little bit ago. Without Holiday, Red Bulls would be up by 2 more goals. This is headed into the ground. New York trying to control. Cadigan. Rodriguez tracks this down. Sanchez into Cadigan. Now the captain Worth will return to Sanchez. Switches the point of attack. This is headed out. Should be a deep throw in. Comes into Jimenez. Almost given up. Modelo. This is undercut by Kaiser. Saw it the entire way. Now trying to play quickly. It is taken back by Benjamin Rodriguez. He puts a man on his backside. Sumo Jr. with a huge shove. That's going to be played for an advantage. And this will go out for a throw. So we will see if Sumo Jr. comes back and gets booked, as CIBC is the official wealth management partner of Carolina Core FC. Final 10 minutes of this match. Still anybody's match. Red Bull took the lead, and Carolina Core equalized. Both have had chances on goal. Both goalkeepers have made magnificent saves. This match has had everything. Does it have a game-winning goal? Worth tiptoeing forward, will take his space. And that is a handball on New York. And now Carolina Core will make a sub, as Grayson Rockhill will come on for Hamadi Akite. And Antonio Pineda will come off for David Diaz.
Number 16, Mohamed Diakite. Also entering the match, number 58, David Diaz. Leaving the match, number 15, Antonio Pineda, in the 82nd minute. Presented by Blue Rock, Big Sam Plaza.
Controlled by Jimenez, trying to turn. He'll drop this back off. Cadigan, who started to join the attack a little bit more. He's been more active in the second half. Nice slip ball through. Picked up by New York, but a foul is given. Holiday quickly sends it the other way. Tadevin battling with Sanchez. Tadevin thought he kept this in, but it's given as a foul on Arnaud Tadevin. We'll check that just out of play. Kaiser returns to Rockhill, who's just come on. Big switch from Grayson Rockhill towards Anthony Sumo Jr. 84th minute. And the longer this goes on, one goal will be the difference if either side can find it. Ball comes into the area. Tadevin will track it down. Arnaud Tadevin loses the battle. Kept in. It's now Carolina Core who's putting the pressure on the Red Bulls. New York kind of has to sit back. Aggressively going after that, and they'll win possession. Worth is fouled. He starts things with Cadigan. Worth. Simmons. Now Sanchez. Nice little move here. Into Rodriguez, trying to keep possession. This will bounce out for a throw. Modelo back in. Rodriguez makes the run off the right side. Is not found. Now Jesus Ibarra is in.
Autographs and photos right on the pitch, presented by the Bud Group.
Modelo launches this, played out. Another throw-in coming for New York. Now down, it looks like it's Kaiser. Just needing to stretch a little bit here in the late stages of this match. He will need all his energy, not only for these final 3 minutes, but also for what is expected to be at least 4 to 5 minutes of added time. Modelo back in towards Rodriguez. Has the goal on the day for New York and earns his team a corner. So Nate Worth, the captain, trots over to prepare to take this. The U.S. Youth International at the U20 level. Big moment for him to provide some good service. Ball comes in. It's headed down and out. And it will be another corner as Worth will trot over to the other side. You see Gallagher, Sanchez, all of them huddling together. Rodriguez now stepping to the top of the 18. Worth sends the ball in again. A lot of traffic. Nothing on it for New York. And it's airmailed out of play. Still will be Red Bulls possession with the throw in. Modelo in towards Gallagher. Gallagher again with the crowd, a little header towards Sokolov. And this will fall kindly for Carolina Court. Rumbold racing more central, behind to Diaz. And his cross is clipped away. New York will look to run the other way. Rodriguez wins this race. Rodriguez still with it. And as he flipped it in, it was cleared away. Now Cadigan out wide. Ball dumped into the area, headed along, and Holiday finds himself with possession. The fourth official announcing a minimum of 8 minutes of added time, so still a lot left in this match, and still more to come as Kaiser goes down with the injury. But let's take a look at this again. He's headed along, and Holiday lets it bounce in front of him, but did not spill it. And Kaiser, who's gone down a couple of times. Trainers are being waved along. So Kaiser has given it his all. And the tread might have run off of the tires for today. We'll see if Coach Davis makes a substitution for the final 8 minutes of added time. It will no doubt be more than 8 minutes now as Kaiser is being tended to by the trainer. But what a fun match this has been. In the first half, the goals came. Red Bulls with the first, thanks to Benjamin Rodriguez. The second from Antonio Pineda of Carolina Court. And then in the second half, what got started with Mahir Jimenez right in front of goal. And Nick Holiday making a great stop. Holiday made a kick save in this second half as well, but Aiden Stokes not to be outdone. He too had to make a save of Arnaud Tadevin. And another breakaway for Carolina Court. And neither side could break through in this second half. And if this half was to end at a draw, it would be both sides earning a point. It'd be Jake Davis earning a result in his first ever head coaching opportunity. It would be a stop to back-to-back losses for the Red Bulls, and both sides would go to a penalty shootout to see who earned the extra point. But we are a long way from there now as We're through 92 minutes played, and we will no doubt reach 100 minutes after that stoppage for Kaiser. Which means both sides have a chance to find a go-ahead goal. Carolina wins possession. This is Montenegro reversing field. Ricardo Montenegro puts it off of a Red Bull player, and this will be a corner.
Fans, get on your feet. We have a Carolina Core FC corner kick presented by...
Coming over to take it is Thomas Rombaugh, the former Vancouver Whitecaps Academy member, former captain of University of Wisconsin. Big moment here late in this match. Rombaugh lets it rip. Stokes gets a hand to it, and it will scoot out for a Carolina Core throw. Put back into the area. Stokes watches it bounce and then brings it in. 4.5 of our minimum of 8, which will no doubt be closer to 99 or 100. Now, neither side wants to make a mistake that leaves them open. Worth picks this up, works back, and now Cadigan, Simmons, and Sanchez. Finds Rodriguez, the goal scorer for New York. Benjamin Rodriguez can't work his way around two. And this will be a throw in for the Core. Right through the back of Kaiser, but play on is the decision. Now Rodriguez, Modelo. Worth trying to ride the challenge, and now Rodriguez, an amazing move to stay in play. And the whistle brings it back for a foul. Rodriguez, as you could tell, not too pleased, because he had worked around the defender and was going towards goal. But nonetheless, this will be a set piece for New York. Very late stages now. And Nate Worth trying to provide excellent service to give his team a chance. Worth puts it into the box. It is Sanchez who goes down in the area. And now into Tadevin. He cannot play it forward. Cadigan controls for New York. Rodriguez is calling for it, and it's headed out. Modelo back in. Sokolov can't control. Kaiser. Now Rombaugh. Stokes sweeps it away. This will continue to bounce. Gallagher, who's come on as a sub, putting in a high work rate here as he races all around the field. Sumo Jr. trying to use his big frame to win possession, does just that. Stokes just gets a hand to it. And Sumo Jr. almost played the perfect ball This match wide open now as we play our final minutes. Maybe 2 or so left, depending on the referee. Worth. Outside of the boot, just past Gallagher. We'll see how long Carolina Court takes on this goal kick. This almost rolls past, and it does. And Carolina Core luckily see that ball roll past the inline, because Holiday was well off his line and it rolled right into the path of Modelo, who could have taken a shot with an empty net. So now a corner for Red Bull due to the pressure they put on late. Will they be rewarded? Outswinging ball from Nate Worth. And here comes Ricardo Montenegro of Carolina Core. They try to break. It's taken away by Cadigan. Still with it. As this is cleared away. Stokes is there for it. As we've reached the 100th minute of play. Knew it was going to take this long, as there's still a stroke of time for either side. Slip through, big chance, and Holiday answers the call again. It was Gallagher who was denied. Lifted in, Rodriguez back towards the face of goal. Still this match not complete. New York giving it everything they have. And there is the final whistle. It was Gallagher who was in on goal with a chance for glory, but Nick Holiday, impeccable. And we end this match in a draw. Carolina Core won, Red Bulls won at full time. And both sides will earn a point from this match. And we will go to penalties to see who will earn the extra point. We'll take a break and be back for those penalties in a moment. Welcome back to High Point, North Carolina. A super fun match here between Carolina Core and Red Bulls New York. It was one in which Red Bulls took the lead early thanks to Benjamin Rodriguez, and then in the first half it was Antonio Pineda scoring his first goal. We take a look at the goals again. As mentioned, Rodriguez, a great strike, rolls it right past Holiday, and then moments later Anthony Sumo Jr. into the path of Antonio Pineda as Aiden Stokes could not get a full arm to it. And after a exciting second half in which Nick Holiday made save after save, we are level at one apiece and we go to penalties. So now taking center stage are the goalkeepers, Aiden Stokes and Nick Holiday. Stokes, who's the dual English and U.S. Youth International, has capped for both the U17s and the England U17s. And Nick Holiday spent last year with Charlotte FC, mostly with Crown Legacy, and has trained with clubs in Europe with PSV and Bayer Leverkusen. So these are two very good goalkeepers. Will either make a save that will make the difference as they are having their conversation with the referee. And we will now get started with the shootout. Stokes will be in goal first, which means that Carolina Core will be taking the first penalty. Corey Lundeen steps up first for the Foxes, and he finds the back of the net. Lundeen in his second year with the Core, and he makes no mistake on the first pin. So now up steps the captain for New York to try to match Lundeen's first strike. Holiday has to remove his towel from inside the goal mouth. Worth just past Holiday. A very good penalty from Worth as Nick Holiday guessed right, but it was just too well placed. So now up comes David Diaz, the former freshman of the year in the Big West Conference. He played last year with Ventura County. He's not new to these situations. Is he ready for the moment? He is. And Diaz makes it 2-1 in this shootout. Stokes going the wrong way, so all Diaz had to do was place it. So now it's time for Amar Sanchez on a one-year loan from Plaza Amador. Coach Voller said of all the Panamanians that have come from Plaza Amador, want to see if they are going to enjoy this setup, enjoy the States. Wonder if Sanchez is going to enjoy this tension. He's stopped by Holiday. Nick Holiday makes the save, and Carolina Core stays in front. For penalty from Sanchez, as it was right at Holiday. Barely had to move. Now it's Anthony Sumo Jr. to extend the lead. Jr., so calm from the spot. And it's now 3-1. Short run up, no nonsense. And now an important penalty for the likes of Paul Sokolov. The U.S. Youth International had 2 goals earlier this year versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the international window. He'll watch Devin Cadigan take this shot, and Cadigan finds the back of the net. So Cadigan steps up, and he finds exactly what New York needed. Aiden Stokes pacing. This pin is put home by Grayson Rockhill. And Carolina Corps can taste that extra point now. Sean Battinger, big moment. Battinger buries it. Calmly finishes, does Battinger. If Tadevin scores, his team has done it. Arnaud Tadevin, oh, he misses. It hits the crossbar, bounces straight down and out. And Red Bulls have life. It was powerful. And it was somewhat precise, but he just could not put it under the crossbar. And now, with this shootout at 4-3, Benjamin Rodriguez must score to knot things up. Rodriguez slips it past Holiday, and we go to sudden death. Rodriguez picked this spot, and it was perfect. Pressure's on Nolan Evers now. And Evers rolls it in. Carolina Corps regains the lead. And now New York must score. It is Gallagher who steps up and scores. Well, Christian Gallagher makes amends for missing out on the opportunity at the end of the match. It is 6-6. We'll check that 5-5 in this shootout. Dominic Cologne. And Cologne hits the crossbar. The second time, the woodwork unkind to the home side. And now New York could take the extra point. It is Armadillo. Modelo, a stupendous pin. I mean, top corner, right where the Spiders lie. And New York takes the extra point in the shootout, 6-5.
In just a few minutes, we will announce when you may enter the field for photos and player autographs presented by the Buck Group. Thank you for your patience.
The final score, Carolina Corps 1, Red Bulls 1, and Red Bulls earn the extra point, 6-5 on the penalty shootout. Well, it was a fun match for both sides. Jake Davis can be proud of his Carolina Corps squad for the way that they responded after going down. 2 Red Bulls, and Coach Vollert can be pleased with the way that his team found the extra point after suffering a lot, and also will still be able to discuss with this young team what he'll want to see from them, especially in the key moments. As we now take a look at the man of the match presented by Adidas. And tonight's man of the match is Benjamin Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the opening goal of the match, and also Rodriguez hitting his penalty in the shootout. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this match between Carolina Corps and New York. The final score, Corps 1, Red Bulls 1, and Red Bulls earn the extra point, 6-5 in the shootout. You can watch MLS Next Pro all season long on OneFootball.com and on MLSNextPro.com. For my amazing crew, my name is James Hadnot saying so long from High Point, North Carolina, and have a blessed evening.